Hello, guys. Welcome back to SWS Boxing, and today I'm delighted to be joined with Ed Chattey. His current record is 1-2-1, but he's this time he's fighting on an unlicensed fight. He's boxing Lewis Noy over 4 rounds this Friday in Chatham, and pleasure to get you on, Ed. How are you doing today?
Good, mate. Yeah, feeling good. Life's going well. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you.
Yeah, good to get you on as always. I appreciate your time.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for having me on.
And we'll just briefly, it sort of rolls into two. This question is just briefly talk us through the Balraj Kara fight you had in March. You didn't, going into the fight, it was a big step up for you against somebody who boxed the area title level. So you knew it was a step up. Talk us about the fight.
Yeah. Well, he, the fight didn't go to plan really. Maybe didn't start as well as well. First minute, not much happened. Then he caught me with a really good shot off a jab, and I didn't move my head. Um, and he actually, yeah, fractured my eye socket with that punch. So it was a good punch, landed well. And then, yeah, and then what happened after that? I kind of went on the back for a shot when I shouldn't have thrown a shot on the ropes like I did, and then got caught again. And then he
The gum
finished off
shield came
pretty
out,
well.
didn't it?
Yeah. It came out with that shot, with the one I threw on the ropes. So again, it was like, and actually, every or a lot of times I've thrown that sparring professionals. It's never really worked. Like you can't try and time people because if they move their head and land it, and you're throwing while they land, you're a bit off balance. You don't see it, and it has more of an effect. So again, I think experience and yeah, experience paid off for him in that fight.
Yeah, I mean,
And
even when you got knocked down though, when you got back up, you were still there. You was try. I mean, you landed a few good hooks of your own as well, where he had that little exchange as well, didn't you?
yeah, I didn't actually go down, but he did. I was definitely hurt. I didn't really realize it at the time, but watching it back, I was hurt. At the time, I just felt a little bit buzzed, but
Your legs went, didn't they?
my legs were a bit gone watching it back. But it's a shame because like I was really fit. Um, I was really fit. I trained really hard. I made the weight. He actually didn't make the weight, which was an error on my part not to check that. And yeah, it just didn't go to plan. Fair play to him. He won comprehensively and showed showed levels basically. So, but I'll learn from that as a good learning experience, albeit quite a painful experience in terms of like, I trained hard. I thought it was going to go very differently to how it did go, but that's boxing.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and of course, was after that fight, how long did you know before you were like, I wouldn't say but you're taking a new path now, with the unlicensed. Why is that? If you can explain to us.
Well, I've got to go and do a number of things to get a license, to get a re-medical and get the license again. There's a couple of things like injuries and stuff that I need to go and check up on, or go and see certain people. And I just yeah, I feel like I really want to box. I still want to continue fighting, but I don't know if it's necessarily as a professional. Because the only route for me now really is on the road, and um, I'm not sure that's the best place for me in boxing really. So I want to do that. I still want to compete. I still want to have 50-50 fights. So I think unlicensed, I can see where it goes.
Um, Why do you think that is? Do you feel like it's the right time for you just to sort of step away from the pro scene, or since you had a bit of an up and down year, not an ideal start to this year with the Cara fight?
Yeah, yeah. I think if I'm honest, to be a pro, I think there's only really a good reason to be a pro is obviously you want to win titles. If not, you want to make good money as a journeyman. You've got to be really high level to do that. And I think if I'm really honest, I don't think I'm of the experience level and now I've lost a couple of fights. I don't think there's much point in continuing the professional journey. Not gonna never say never, because if I was going to do it again, I would probably go on the road and try and win because you get paid quite well. But I wonder if it's just not really the level that I was at, and I need to go back and like I said, I want to continue fighting, so I'll go down the unlicensed route and see what that holds.
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, was it hard to step away from the pro scene?
Uh, Not really, in a way. I'm just gonna. Oh no, the drill's gone on. Yeah, it wasn't really because it's stressful. You got to sell tickets, you got to train really, really hard, and it takes over a lot of time that you would maybe be working a job and looking after yourself in that way. So there's a lot of sacrifices, time um and so I'm quite enjoying like I'm quite enjoying using boxing more as like something I like doing alongside my work and stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think it's been too difficult. No.
Yeah, because what people don't realize, especially when you're boxing on the small hall scene, is that the fighter also has a full-time job as well, whilst juggling being a pro boxer as well at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And like, if you want to compete as a pro boxer, you got to put a lot of time into it. You got to be really consistent with your training, diet, um, and that affects other parts of your life, particularly work and the hours you're putting in your own business. So, it is a sacrifice, and like it wasn't seeming to really be paying off for me. But because I love boxing, I'm going to continue in another way.
Yeah, and it's good to see that, even though you've stepped away from the pro side, it's good to see that you're still enjoying well, boxing, and you're f fighting in the unlicensed scene now. So it's good that you're sort of staying in boxing, if you get what I mean.
Yeah, definitely. So I've not even only started really when I was 20. And I started doing unlicensed. I had an unlicensed fight or a few unlicensed fights. So I feel like I've got a lot more left. And yeah, it's a great sport. And you know, yeah, I want to continue.
What do you know about your opponent, Lewis Noy? I mean, I can't really find much on him. Do you know anything about him?
Not really, not really. I mean, I basically signed up to these groups on Facebook where they try and match people if they've had pullouts. And I've been training not like as hard as I could have been, but it, yeah, I was sort of ticking over. And then I saw this, they were trying to get that guy matched, and it was only 10 days ago or something. And I thought, yeah, let me jump on that and have a fight, basically.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, because it only got announced the other week, as you mentioned. Is that how long you've had notice, or have you known previous before it before?
No, no, that was how long. That was how long. But luckily, because I'm always sort of ticking over anyway, I just train for fun and um, my mental. It's good for the mental health and stuff. I'm always kind of in the gym, so I was able to just jump on that.
Yeah, and how is training different to how you would train for a pro fight going into this one on Friday?
You train less so that you don't have to train as hard um and as much. But I think, to be honest, I used to maybe do a little bit too much training, maybe overtrain a little bit when I was training for my the fights I had as a pro. So I'm probably training a bit smarter now and a bit more effectively. Um, but yeah, the training, the selling tickets, all that stuff is kind of um, a bit more chilled out, and it's a bit more enjoyable as a result.
Yeah. Well, so you don't really know much about your opponent. Yeah,
Yeah,
why
sorry,
this
I don't know much about him. Not really.
why this fight? Is it just you saw he was similar weight to you and thought I might as well just take it?
Yeah, I'll be honest. I watched good friend of mine, Ben Bonner. He took a fight at 8 days' notice for the I think it was the world interim on bare knuckle boxing. And I watched that fight, and then the next day I saw that, and I was like, right, I've got to get back in the ring. Like, um, it was I felt inspired to definitely train harder and fight. And then I saw that matchmaker put that post up about needing an opponent for this guy who's my weight, and I thought, yeah, perfect. Let's start there. So
Is
that's
this
how it kind of
super
happened.
middleweight this fight?
Yeah.
But yes, but because the fight with Balraj was sort of fringe light heavyweight, but do you feel like this is where you'll be competing in the unlicensed shows super middleweight?
No, this one's light heavy. This one's light heavy.
Oh, light heavy
Just
this one.
80 or under. Yeah. Yeah. So it's, yeah.
Hmm. And
Um,
I
yeah.
forgot.
But light heavy's quite, I mean, sorry, super middle is quite hard work to get down there, but I can do it. But yeah, it's quite tough.
Yeah, and is it on the day weigh-in or day before?
Day before, which is good as well. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know sort of how they sort of run their shows? Is it on like a streaming platform? Can we watch your fight or
Do you know what? I don't know. I think it might go up on YouTube, but I don't think there'll be a live stream. I'm not sure. Um, I'll have to ask the guy. I don't know much about. This is another reason why I wanted to take the fight, because I don't know much about the unlicensed scene. Like, I'm not well connected within it, but I want to be. I want to be fighting regularly, and so you do this fight, I do this fight, then I can get another fight from it, and just be more active, because that's how you get better. As you box, you got to box to get better. You learn every fight, so gonna try and be a lot more active.
yeah, do you feel like that your experience in the pro game can help you during fights like this? You may have more experience than some of uh your opposition that you're gonna be coming up against.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, any experience is good. The more experience, the better. Um, but I think, yeah, it should do. But everyone's dangerous, in a fight. Um, but hopefully that experience, yeah, will make a big difference.
Yeah, 100% it will. Are you excited to be returning into the ring?
Definitely, definitely. I'm really excited. Um, I can't wait, actually.
And yeah, do you oh, I think did I ask you what time you'll be on or no?
No, I think um, because we're coming from London, it'll be like in the first half of the show, so we can get back. We've got to travel back, but probably like 8:30. Um, I haven't actually sold any tickets for it, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to boxing again. Obviously, that last fight didn't last very long, and you know, I want to put that right and move on from there, and have a proper fight as well, have a decent fight, not get stopped early. That's not, you train all that time. It's not great when that happens.
Yeah. Um
Yeah.
It's of course I will mention it, Lewis Oakford as well, your stable mate. He's got a big fight as well the day after, so it's a big weekend for the two of you. He's boxing an Olympian, Pat Brown.
Mm.
How do you feel Lewis can get on in that fight?
I think it's a good fight for Lewis, and I think he can outbox him and really show his class because Pat Brown's probably big, quite a big cruiserweight, and Lewis is quick and he's a good boxer, a very good boxer, and yeah, I think it's a really good fight for Lewis, and he can show his class, get the win.
Yeah, that's a very good fight. Will you be will you watch it the day after your fight?
I will be. I can't go unfortunately because there's another show in Brentford or near in the Brentford area, and I've got two of my boxers boxing on that show, so I have to go there.
Well, have you got
Um,
amateur fighters as well that you coach?
no, they're doing unlicensed as well.
Oh,
Um,
cool.
so that's on Chris the Spartan Davis's show, which I'm looking forward to. That'll be a good one. But hopefully I can tune in and watch Lewis. Bit gutted I can't go, but yeah, fair play to him. He's stepping up again, fighting a
What
really good.
does Chris run some unlicensed shows as well?
Yeah,
Could you be
yeah,
on one of his unlicensed shows in the future, maybe?
yeah, definitely. If he wants me to be in the right opponent and stuff. I mean, I really just want to box um on as much as I can because the fun part of boxing is the fight night, and I guess as a pro, sometimes you're only really going to get out unless you're an away boxer 4 times a year, which is not. It's not, the hard bit is the training. The fun bit is actually getting in the ring on fight night. So hopefully I'll be able to do that a lot more.
Yeah, 100%. Well, from me, actually, I'll let you shout anyone out that you want to thank at the moment.
Yeah, yeah, just thanks to everyone at Blast Fit, Matt, John, Fitzy, and Kiara Lorenzo, who's been helping me out as well, and all the other guys there, um, Michael, Lewis, all of them, and Dan as well. And yeah, shout out Barry O'Connell as well. He's been helping me on the pads recently, and yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, and from me, Ed, a big thank you for your time today and go get that win on Friday. I wish you all the best.
Cheers, Sam. Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
me on.
Go smash it, mate. Bye.
Cheers, mate.